So, time. Hello, dear judges. Welcome to my classic American bar. My name is Christos Klouvatos, and today's menu has classic cocktails prepared with coffee. Firstly, I will serve to you my cold designer beverage, a classic Daisy-style cocktail. Daisy cocktails are classics like margarita, based on the spirit, the acidity, and the sweet liqueur. But today, I will add also my coffee to prepare a coffee Daisy for you. And I will start with my coffee. Tola Reserve, a macerated palm natural processed mixed heirloom variety from Project Origin Farm in Yihartsev, Ethiopia. Cultivated at an altitude of 2,000 meters above the sea level, the coffee cherries are picked perfectly ripe, then macerated anaerobically with the skin and the mucilage in vacuum-sealed bags under low temperature for 5 days. Then pulped and sun-dried for 5 weeks. This maceration process intensifies the sweetness and gives complexity with floral notes, and the sun-dried process results in stone fruit flavors and citric acidity in the cup. And I've chosen to extract this coffee as an espresso for this course because of its vibrant fruity elements and the refreshing character it will have combined with the other ingredients. And the recipe I'm using today is 21 grams in and 45 out, finding balance in sweetness, acidity, and the body of my espresso. And inside my extraction glass, I had already added a clarified 20 grams small ice cube of pink grapefruit water to give a nice refreshing character and lower the temperature of my espresso immediately. Let's continue now by adding my basic spirit. This Ketel One vodka from Nolan Distillery in Netherlands, 35 ml of this, naturally infused with orange blossom and peach, which perfectly match with my coffee. To connect the coffee with the vodka peach, I will add 25 ml of my peach cordial, which I prepared as I left equal parts of fresh peach, white sugar, and Chardonnay white wine reduction, and anaerobically macerated them in vacuum-sealed bags at room temperature for 5 days. Reduction is the process where I'm boiling the wine to concentrate 50% and evaporate the alcohol, and also this gives a nice winey character. As I told you before, Daisy cocktails also need a sweet liqueur. So I am adding 10 ml of my homemade sweet liqueur. How I made it? I boiled 200 grams of sugar with 400 grams of water and 100 grams of dried elderflowers, and then filtered it and added 30% vodka alcohol to prepare my own liqueur. It's easy. And I'm adding 10 ml to give this floral note. And last, my acidity. For my acidity, I will add 10 ml of lime oleozaccharum. This time, I took 40 grams of lime pills with 400 grams of sugar in a vacuum-sealed bag at fridge temperature for 24 hours. Then I added 200 grams of lime juice to dilute, and as you understand, this 10 ml will highlight the citric acidity. And now it's time to add 2 big ice cubes and shake all the ingredients to blend the flavors, lower the temperature, and the pH of the acidity. You will have to excuse me for a while, and I will be right back. Daisy cocktails, dear judges, are the perfect aperitif at any bar or restaurant, during the evening, in hot summer days in countries like mine in Greece. And I'm serving it to you at almost 3 degrees. This low temperature highlights the citric acidity, the stone fruit character, and it will give a refreshing mouthfeel. And when I serve you between your sips, you will find flavors like sweet lime, milk chocolate, sweet peach, jasmine, and pink grapefruit aftertaste, which will be also the garnish of my drink. And when I serve you, first please use those spray aromas I naturally made with water, sugar, peach and lime peels. Spray on top for a totally sensory experience, and then close your eyes and enjoy the coffee daisy. Whenever I feel ready, just tell me and I continue. Okay? Great. Now it's time for an after-dinner classic coffee cocktail. Combining spirits with sugar and hot coffee was also popular back in the 17th century in France. One of the most famous hot coffee cocktails was Gloria, made with cognac, hot filter coffee, and burnt sugar. And it took its name because they would enjoy this coffee cocktail after the dinner as a glory of the day. But today, dear judges, I'm preparing a modern version of Gloria for you. For my modern version of Gloria, I have chosen an exceptional geisha variety from 90 Plus Baru Estate in Panama. This coffee has been through an aerobic maceration process in steel tanks under controlled temperature for 72 hours, and then sun-dried to reach perfect dryness. This anaerobic maceration process results in a fully complex aromatic coffee with forest fruit flavors like red berries, chocolate, and vanilla. And today I'm using a recipe of 30 grams of coffee with 300 grams of hot water at 93 degrees Celsius with an immersion technique in my clever dripper to extract the sweetness and the forest fruit flavors and chocolate notes, with a total brew time of almost 3 minutes. Now it's time to continue. Inside this big carafe, I will start by adding the original Ketel One vodka from the same distillery. This time is pure with nice honey notes, with rich in minerality and a nice crispy tactile, and I'm adding 35 ml. For sweetness, I will add 10 ml of white chocolate syrup to give a nice chocolatey sweetness and create nice texture because of the lactic acid the white chocolate has. Now to connect all the flavors of the red berries with my coffee, I'm adding strawberry cordial, which I prepared as I left equal parts of fresh strawberries, Lillet Rosé vermouth sugar in vacuum sealed bag at room temperature for 5 days. Next of my ingredients is this red wine reduction by 50%. This will highlight the red berry notes of my coffee. And to bring balance to all the flavors and to the sweetness, I am adding 2 ml of citric acid solution with a ratio of 20% citric acid to water. And of course, my delicious coffee. And I'm using this carafe to homogenize all the ingredients and keep the intensity of the aromas. Gloria, dear judges, is a perfect after-dinner hot coffee cocktail to celebrate the end of the day if you want to be in a restaurant or bar. And I'm using these red wine glasses, wing glasses, for a total aromatic and sensory experience. The temperature is going to be at almost 48 degrees. This temperature highlights the sweet chocolate and berries flavor. And when I serve you, dear judges, you will find flavors like cherry, chocolate, almond amaretto, buttery mouthfeel, and please swirl 3 times, close your eyes, experience the aroma, and then take at least 3 sips to understand all the flavors. And it was my pleasure being here today with you, combining the past with the present, the classics with the modern, and coffee with cocktails. Time.
Thank you, Christos, representing Greece.